In San Antonio, Texas, a little girl named Lucille Fay LeSueur was born around 1904 or 1905. She later kept her real birth year a mystery. Life for Lucille started out rough. Her father abandoned the family when she was very young, and she grew up knowing what it meant to struggle. But even as a little girl, she dreamed of something bigger, something brighter, the stage. Lucille worked hard. She cleaned, cooked, and took care of whatever job she could find to help her family. Dancing became her escape. She loved music, loved the movement, and before long, she decided to follow that love wherever it would take her. It took her to the chorus lines of traveling shows and to the bright lights of Hollywood. When she got to Hollywood, the studio executives thought Lucille Fay LeSueur didn't sound glamorous enough. They changed her name to Joan Crawford after a fan magazine contest. At first, Joan hated the name, but she made it famous. In the 1920s, silent movies were booming, and Joan's beauty, energy, and fierce determination caught everyone's attention. She became known as the shopgirl Cinderella, playing hardworking young women who fought their way to happiness, just like Joan herself was doing. She danced and acted her way into people's hearts, and when talking pictures arrived, she didn't fade away like so many others. Her tough, determined voice suited the new era. But Joan didn't just survive in Hollywood, she ruled it. In the 1930s and early 40s, she became one of MGM's biggest stars, starring in hit after hit. Her on-screen characters were often strong women who had to fight through poverty, betrayal, and hardship. Audiences loved her because they saw strength and passion in her eyes, strength they knew she had earned in her own life. Yet behind the glamour, Joan's life was often lonely and full of battles. She longed for a family and adopted 4 children. She loved them dearly, but her tough upbringing made her a strict, sometimes harsh mother. Her adopted daughter Christina would later write a famous and controversial book, Mommy Dearest, painting Joan in a very complicated light. Joan's film career shifted as she aged. Studios stopped calling as much, but Joan wasn't the kind of woman who gave up. She reinvented herself again, winning an Academy Award for Best Actress in Mildred Pierce, 1945, playing a mother who sacrifices everything for her daughter. It was a role that mirrored the struggles of her own life. In the 1960s, Joan starred in Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, alongside her old rival Bette Davis. The film became a legend, and their off-screen feud became as famous as the movie itself. Joan showed the world that she could still captivate audiences, no matter her age. As she grew older, Joan retreated more and more from public life. She stayed in her apartment, still proud, still dignified, until she quietly passed away in 1977. But Joan Crawford didn't leave the world unnoticed. She left behind a legacy, a story of a girl who rose from almost nothing, who fought for her dreams, and who became one of the most unforgettable stars Hollywood has ever seen. Her spirit, fierce, determined, dazzling, still glimmers in every old black and white movie, every glamorous photo, and every story about the golden age of Hollywood.